Hey everyone, Joe here from buildassetsonline.com, coming back at you in 2020, which is when this video will be posted. It's the end of a decade, right? It's the end. And with that, we have some cool announcements, but before we get let me just fucking start over. Hey everyone, Joe here from buildassetsonline.com. Happy New Year. In today's video, we're going to show you, or tell you rather, how we get a penny clicks to high ticket products when we're doing drop shipping, high ticket drop shipping. And as you can imagine, if you're selling expensive products and getting clicks for a penny, the profit margins there are really big, because you're not paying a lot in cost per click. But before we do that, I want to make some really quick announcements, or Mike is actually going to make the announcements, but many of you have been asking, so we're going to be launching a free community. So why don't you tell them a little bit about that, Mike?
Yeah, so we're going to be starting out with a free online community, and it's going to take place on Discord. So if you're not familiar with what Discord is, it's essentially like a chat app, and you can use it on your browser as well, but it will allow us to essentially almost like a forum, but you'll be able to connect with other like-minded people looking to build assets online. And then in the future, we'll be launching a paid membership on Discord as well. So that will feature coaching from us and different office hours and things like that. So community is happening. It'll be in the link in the description. So please click that to join Discord. If you're not familiar with how to use Discord, just look it up, but it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, and just FYI, guys, I think the way I set up the server is, just so we don't have a bunch of like spammers joining. When you sign up for Discord, you're just going to have to verify, with your phone, just to make sure you're a real person, I'm pretty sure. If you have any trouble, just leave us a question. I'll get it figured out. We'll work out all the bumps along the way as usual. But let's get right to the topic of how we get penny clicks, or really, really cheap clicks, 1 penny, 5 cents, 10 cents, when we're doing high ticket drop shipping. Mike, how do we do it? Because I don't know.
Yeah, how we do it. So someone actually emailed us the other day, and they actually messaged me on Facebook, someone new who joined the course, and they were saying how, back in the day they used to do Google, and nowadays all of the ads, or all the clicks, are so expensive, and all this kind of preconceived notion about Google ads. And so while I'll say yes, probably as a whole, clicks are more expensive than they used to be, there's such a small amount of people doing high ticket dropshipping and doing things the way that we teach. So I'm sure the thumbnail of this video will be a screenshot of us getting 1 cent clicks and sales off those clicks, because we've done it many times in the past. But really the main reason that we can still do this is because of long tail keywords. And so, yeah, if you want to try and bid on the term, say, e-bikes, that's never going to cost 1 cent, right? Because Google it's an auction-based system. So as internet commerce gets bigger, more people will be trying to sell those, and more people will be in that auction. However, when you're selling different products and you're doing your bidding, and you have your bids set up in a certain way, you can go after really, really long tail keywords that are actually like the most profitable keywords for you, but so little people will be eligible for these or be able to show up, that it'll just be 1 cent, because you'll be the only person that is showing up for that keyword.
Yeah, that's right. And I think a lot of this, and this is very similar to how we do SEO on our stores. And one thing I want to talk about is there's a lot of differences in thought in the online community, or the online business community, with long tail keywords versus short tail keywords. Some people absolutely love short tail keywords, like in terms of SEO, like they want to rank for that e-bike word, or that specific search term. And I think a lot of it comes down to, like, you might be like a full-time SEO, and you have like a client, and the client might be like, I want to show up for e-bikes. And, you obviously want to please the client and show them like, hey, I did this big thing. I ranked you for e-bikes. But in terms of like actually making a profit, ranking for e-bikes might not be the most profitable thing you can rank for. And the same thing with Google Ads. going after a broad term like e-bikes is not always the most profitable thing that you can bid for, because not only are they more competitive, but there's less intent there. Someone searching for e-bikes doesn't really know what they want. So if you are bidding on a less competitive term with less search volume, even though it has less search volume, it has a higher intent. So if someone searches for fat tire e-bikes, they've already narrowed down that they want some bike with a fat tire, or two fat tires, I would hope, unless they're doing like a unicycle e-bike, which would be pretty cool.
That's a good niche.
Yeah,
So,
like, don't take it. Don't take it. Don't take it.
but so yeah, so the main distinction is the long tail versus the short tail. And so, like you said, people who do SEO for a living, or certain companies that have very specific goals, maybe they have funding and things like that, they're going to want these short tail keywords, because obviously the more short tail, the more search volume there's going to be.
Right.
So while it may not be the most profitable thing in terms of like straight CPC to sale revenue ROI, long term it would give you a lot of brand exposure, and you can make that money back on the back end. And there's ways to look at it and why you would want that term. But for someone that is operating a dropshipping site from home, it's really not going to be economically feasible, and it's not going to be the way that you're going to want to scale. So again, if you have like your own e-bike company, you make a certain selection of e-bikes, and say you have 3 products in your product line, there's only so much room you'll have with long tails, because you'll only have 3 different products, 3 different SKUs, things like that. So you're kind of capped. And so it would make sense at that point to pump more effort into try and rank for these short tail keywords. But with high ticket dropshipping, with the way that we do things, we can scale by going out. So once we've sort of maximized our we've optimized our ads, and we're taking up the long tails for a certain brand, we can just go and get another brand. And so it doesn't come with the same sort of cost issue as trying to go after more competitive keywords. You can just keep expanding your suppliers and just dominating those small long tail keywords that are cheap, and make money that way.
Yeah, it's important to, and we touched on this in another video, but it's important to understand that companies that are going after short tail keywords, they might not even want to be, I'm sure they want to be profitable, but it might not be in their goals to be profitable. Like, they just might want to say like, oh, we want to capture, we want to capture like 50% of the market in 2020. And that's their goal. They don't care about profitable. They have like investors, they have funders, they have a huge bankroll, and they could have a 5-year, a 10-year plan. They may or may not succeed at that plan. But the point is they're going to spend the money and they have different objectives than, like you said, someone operating a dropshipping store from home. So it's very important to make that distinction and to really develop an understanding of the different ways that individuals and, well, I should say small, medium, and big size companies use the ad platform.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong here, I think Wayfair released their earnings last year, and they were not even profitable. They lost many millions of dollars. And so people just need to understand that there's different businesses and corporations, and they have different goals. So for us, not being profitable is not an option. We're doing this completely for profit. Whether you want to, you feel like you want to serve the world and you want to deliver this great service and all that. Bottom line, you're not doing this for charity. You're not doing this as a public company. So you need to make profit. And on that note, bigger corporations, because of their scale, they need to go after these bigger terms because they have so much more volume per term.
Yeah.
With us, we're a lot more, you can kind of stay under the radar, and these long tail keywords are going to be a lot less competitive, so you won't have to battle with, Wayfair and all these other companies.
Yeah, if you're selling, 5 fat tire unicycles per month, I don't know how much those cost if they exist, but or Fat Tire e-bike unicycles, if you're selling 5 of those per month, and you make a few $100s per sale, and you're just getting started, that could be a really good little business for you to get off the ground. But for Wayfair, for a big company, it doesn't even make a dent in what they're trying to do. So they don't care about it. And yeah, I think that perfectly illustrates how we get penny clicks and how you can do the same as well. So yeah, I think that's about it for this episode, guys. Don't forget, join the Discord. I'll leave the link in the description, and we will see you in the next episode. And don't forget to please like and subscribe, rate us on iTunes, all that stuff that we beg you to do, because I don't know, I guess you're supposed to do it. So, all right. That's it, guys.
Take it easy.